Dear shareholders, good afternoon and a warm welcome to the 6th Annual General Meeting of KFin Technologies Limited. Please note, for the smooth conduct of the meeting, all the shareholders by default will be placed on listen-only mode. The audio and video will be unmuted during the Q&A session for those shareholders who have registered themselves as a speaker. We have also provided the shareholders with the webcast facility for live viewing of the proceedings of the meeting. Please note that, as per the statutory requirement, the proceedings of the meetings are being recorded and the transcript will be made available on the website of the company post completion of the meeting. Now, as we have the requisite quorum to conduct the meeting, I invite our chairperson, Mr. M.V. Nair, to initiate the proceedings. Thank you, and over to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Good afternoon, esteemed shareholders of the company. I extend a warm welcome to the 6th Annual General Meeting and the first after successful listing on the stock exchanges on December 29, 2022 of the company. I'll briefly introduce the board members attending this AGM. On my left, we have Mr. Srikanth Adela, our Managing Director and CEO, and directors attending virtually are Mr. Shan Saran, Independent Director and Chairperson of the Stakeholders Relationship Committee, Mr. Kaushik Muzumdar, Independent Director and Chairperson of the Audit Committee, Ms. Sonu Basim, Independent Director and Chairperson of the Nominations and Remuneration Committee, Mr. Alok Mishra, Additional Non-Executive Non-Nominee Director, Mr. Srinivas Peddara, Non-Executive Nominee Director, Mr. Jayaraj Hansraj, Non-Executive Non-Nominee Director, Mr. Shantanu Rastogi, Non-Executive Non-Nominee Director, has expressed his inability to join the meeting due to his preoccupation. The members of the management committee and Ms. Alpana Kundu, Company Secretary, are also attending this meeting. I'm informed that Mr. Amit Kumar Bajaj and Mr. Sri Kumar Tumulpi, representatives of the statutory auditors, Mr. Vasudeva Rao Devaki, representative of the Secretary of the Extension of the Scrutiny Officer, have also joined me. I once again extend a warm welcome to everyone present in this AGM. I've been informed that a necessary quorum of this meeting is present and that all the meetings may be order. I now request Ms. Alpana to make announcements for the smooth conduct of the meeting.
Thank you so much, sir. Good afternoon, everybody. This meeting is being conducted through video conferencing in accordance with the provisions of the Companies Act 2013 and the relevant circulars issued by Ministry of Corporate Affairs and the SEBI. The proceedings of this annual general meeting are also being webcast live and can be viewed using the details provided in the notice of the annual general meeting. The annual report containing the board's report, corporate governance report, business responsibility and sustainability report, management discussion and analysis, the standalone and consolidated financial statements, along with the auditor's report and the notice of this annual general meeting has already been sent to the shareholders electronically at their registered email ID. With your permission, we will take them as read. As the statutory auditor's report on the financial statements of the company for the financial year 22-23 and the secretarial audit report for the financial year 22-23 did not have any qualification, observation, disclaimer, or adverse remark, the said report are not required to be read out at the meeting in terms of the provisions of the Companies Act 2013. In order to enable the shareholders to vote on resolution, we had provided e-voting facility through NSDL platform. The remote e-voting period commenced at 9 a.m. IST on Friday, 22nd September 2023 and ended at 5 p.m. IST on Sunday, 24th September 2023. The voting rights were recorded on the shares held by the members as of the cutoff date, that is 18 September 2023. The e-voting facility is also available at the annual general meeting at the and the detailed instructions are provided in the notes to the notice of the annual general meeting. In case you have not exercised your voting right through the remote e-voting facility, you are requested to cast your vote during the annual general meeting. Voting will be voting will remain open up to 15 minutes from the conclusion of the annual general meeting. Since e-voting facility has been provided, there is no requirement to propose and second the resolution as well to vote by show of hand at the meeting. The company has appointed Mr. S.N. Anantha Subramanian, founder, partner, or failing him, Mr. S.N. Viswanathan of Messrs. S.N. Anantha Subramanian and Company Secretaries, as a scrutinizer for the purpose of scrutinizing the process of remote e-voting and e-voting during the AGM in a fair and transparent manner. The relevant document required to be kept open at the AGM would remain open and accessible to any member of the company for inspection in electronic mode if they so desire until the conclusion of the meeting. Shareholders who wish to inspect these documents can write to us at investorrelations@kfintech.com. We will facilitate the inspection. I now invite our chairperson, Mr. M. Nair, to continue with the proceedings.
Thank you. I feel grateful to be a part of this first AGM of the company post-list. Dear stakeholders, it gives me immense pleasure to present our first annual report post-public list. I express my heartfelt gratitude to all the shareholders for the faith shown in our business model and vision. Your support has made our offer for sale successful. It's a momentous occasion for us and would be pivotal in our next phase of growth and expansion. KFintech is a young, dynamic, and enterprising company with the technology and innovation at core. Starting with the humble beginning by providing issuer solutions, our team has exhibited a great vigor to expand operations beyond boundaries and traditional asset classes. Our business today spans investor solutions covering domestic mutual funds, international investor solutions in Southeast Asia and beyond, alternatives and wealth management, and pension services. We offer issuer solutions to corporates in India. We also operate a center of excellence for one of the world's largest registrar to provide outsourcing solution services in mortgage, legal, F&A, and transfer agency through global business services. Our journey thus far has been fulfilling with several milestones. We are the largest investor solution provider and registrars and transfer agents in India and amongst the largest globally, handling nearly 230 billion folios between mutual funds and equity. Our value delivery excellence has resulted in 15 out of the last 22 new asset management companies in India choosing us to manage their operations. With this, we are the largest service provider to domestic mutual fund industry in India and have 26 out of the 45 asset management companies as our clients. In the issuer solution business, we are market leaders with an impressive 47% market share for a market cap of NSE 500 companies. With over 5,300 corporate clients, including unlisted and listed companies, we have solidified our position as a trusted partner. We hold the distinction of being the first and the only investor solution provider in India having international operations. Domestic mutual fund investor solutions and issuer solutions have traditionally been our key growth drivers. However, in cognizance of the rising significance of financial services, we have strategically expanded beyond. We have carefully and purposefully set up new growth engines in high growth potential areas. This includes expanding internationally and diversifying to newer asset classes of alternatives, pensions, private retirement schemes, and bond markets. These younger business areas are registering faster growth, helping us reduce dependence on the larger businesses. The progress made in the international investor solution business, alternatives and wealth management and pension services has been very encouraging. We have expanded our client base across these new segments on the back of strong business development efforts. We also expanded beyond Asia by securing our first client in Canada, leveraging the strength of our recently acquired fund administration platform company, KFin Technologies Limited. Our international operations now span across Hong Kong, Malaysia, Philippines, and Canada, with Thailand and Singapore soon to commence operations. We have been an innovative company and attribute our success to the differentiation and robust operating model that we have been able to create through it. Our modern technology stacks are setting new benchmarks in service offerings and are scalable, cloud ready, with multi-geographic scaling. Additionally, we have developed over 20 value-added products and services in the last 4 years, including 2 new launches in financial year 2022-23. Many of these offerings are industry first and sector agnostic, providing enhanced customer experience and optimizing operational efficiency and costs, thus assisting our clients' growth. We are effectively monetizing them directly or indirectly through cross-selling and upselling opportunities. We are proud to have been honored with the prestigious Asia Pacific Stevie Award in the Gold category for innovation and digital transformation work in the financial services space. The award is in context of our groundbreaking efforts to digitally transform the IPO subscription model during management of India's largest IPO ever of LSF India. During the process, we successfully created several platinum standards in terms of technological solutions. We are aware of our responsibilities and ensure operating with a clear sense of purpose in full compliance to ESG standards. Board independence, business ethics, data privacy and security are areas where we have excelled. On the environmental front, we have reduced GHG emissions through energy efficiency measures alongside ensuring effective waste and water management. On the social level, we have steadily progressed towards becoming an employer of choice with efforts around equal opportunity, safety and training and development. We collaborate with institutions, including schools and colleges, to support youth innovation, technical skill set, financial literacy, fine arts, resorting biodiversity, etc. On the governance field, we have worked diligently towards enhancing ethical practices, compliances, transparency, and accountability, and protecting the rights of our stakeholders. We remain committed to continually improving ESG practices and secure our long-term sustainability. We see significant opportunities both in India and our international markets. Indian economy is rapidly growing with rising per capita income, increasing financial awareness and interest from global investors. This has increased activities in the capital market ecosystem, and we see continued expansion and financialization. The international markets where we have established a presence offer even more exciting prospects. The overall assets under management in Southeast Asia market is double that of India's AUM, with limited third-party service providers at scale and a growing affinity for outsourcing services like transfer agents and fund administration together. The global fund administration market is poised for significant growth, driven by expansion of the global alternative segment. With increasing product complexity and globalization, along with need to adhere to complex regulatory changes and meet demand for automation and real-time information, the role of third-party fund administrators like KFintech shall become increasingly crucial. We are confident of the long term and will continue to invest in technology, processes, business development, and attracting right talent to further strengthen our performance. We will continue to explore organic and inorganic growth opportunities, adding value for our clients and investors. We have a proven track record of undertaking strategic acquisitions and effectively integrating and growing them. As market leaders, we also understand our responsibilities and remain committed to enabling a healthy capital market ecosystem across our regions of presence to benefit all stakeholders, including our customers, the distribution channels, and investors. On behalf of our entire board, I once again thank all the shareholders for believing in us. I extend my gratitude to our customers for choosing us as partners and our employees who have been at the forefront to ensure our success. I also thank the regulators, government, capital market participants, and industry peers, and reaffirm our commitment to collaborate in driving the growth of the capital market ecosystem and promoting thought leadership. We remain dedicated to creating long-term value for all our stakeholders, including shareholders, customers, employees, government, and the society. We earnestly seek your continued support for a better tomorrow. Now I'll request Mr. Srikanth, our MD and CEO, also to address the shareholders. Srikanth.
Thank you, Chairman, sir. Very good afternoon, everyone, and I welcome you once again to the 6th AGM of the company. I'm delighted to report our performance for the year through this maiden annual report as a listed entity. At the outset, I thank all investors for the overwhelming confidence shown in our growth story and responding enthusiastically to our offer for sale of equity shares aggregating to 15,000 million. Your support has been truly remarkable and motivates us to ascend to greater heights. Fiscal year 22-23 has been an outstanding year. Even as we got busy with getting the company listed, we maintained sharp focus on business to deliver resounding performance, meeting the expectations and aspirations of our valued stakeholders. More importantly, we diligently executed several strategic plans that lay the foundation for a stronger, reliable, and profitable growth in the years to come. The overall operating environment in the year 22-23 was challenging, to say the least. Heightened fears of the world going into recession, along with the rising inflation and interest rates, resulted in a highly volatile market. Overall, the mutual fund industry AUM grew about 5.55% compared to a much stronger growth of 19.5% in the previous year. During the year, the markets witnessed increase in equity AUM and SIP retail channel inflows, which we believe are stickier and efficient routes, indicating the growing trust of investors in India's equity and capital markets. The other asset classes have also seen significant growth, notably the alternate investment funds and the pensions via the route of national pension system. In the global context, the markets in Southeast Asia were tepid, underpinned by the mark-to-market erosion in the stock markets across. Despite market volatility, we have delivered a resilient performance in the preceding year, supported by our solid and diversified business model. Revenue from the operations for the year grew by 12.59% to rupees 7,200 million. EBITDA grew by 3.5% to rupees 2,980 million, with a margin of 41.39%, which is well within our defined sustained long-term range. PAT grew stronger by 31.77% to rupees 1,957 million, with a margin of 27.18%. We saw secular growth across all our segments. Our larger business segment, domestic mutual funds for investor solutions business, continued to outperform the industry AUM. Revenue from the segment grew by 8.08% to rupees 4,972 million, driven by higher equity mix in the overall AAUM and faster growth delivered by our clients' portfolio. We gained market share in the overall AAUM, which improved by 42 basis points to 32%. Our equity market share was stable at 35%, driven by a strong 23.39% growth in the retail SIP booking flows of our clients. SIP monthly inflows market share was at 41% in March 2023, a leading indicator of growth in equity AUM market share over a sustained period of time. 44% of the live SIP investor accounts are with KFintech's clients. The issuer solutions business delivered a 28.14% growth in revenue to equate to rupees 1,132 million, driven by strong retail participation and folio growth in the secondary markets. We added 593 corporate clients, taking our total count to 5,363 and improving our market share by 140 basis points to 38% amongst NSE 500 companies. The number of folios managed by us increased by 7.5 million to a total of 110 million, resulting in a 230 basis points improvement in market share to be at 42% amongst NSE 500 companies, based on market capitalization as on March 31, 2023. We also had the privilege of managing India's largest initial public offering of LIC of India, besides 9 other main board IPOs during the preceding. The international and other investor solutions segment, which comprises of younger businesses, grew at a much faster pace, registering a 34.69% growth in revenue to rupees 657.35 million. The journey in the international market has been very encouraging. We started with a few clients and providing registry and transfer agency solutions in 2016. As on 31st March 2023, we have grown to 40 clients and emerged as a preferred technology partner for RTA solutions and also provide fund administration solutions. Revenue grew tenfold during this period. We currently operate in Malaysia, Hong Kong, Philippines, Canada, Middle East, Gift City in India, and will soon start in Singapore, followed by in Thailand. FY 22-23 was a challenging year for international business with a mark-to-market losses in Southeast Asian markets, which resulted in a decline in AUM managed by our clients. However, we protected our revenue, duly supported by minimum fee structure in our international contracts. We went live with Gift City operations to service global alternative funds and secured a maiden contract in Canada, where services have been started. We have also received an in-principle regulatory clearance from Thailand's Securities and Exchange Commission and expect to commence operations soon, once we receive the approval from the Indian regulators. Moving into FY 23-24, we are excited about the growth in this segment as we aspire to expand our services in future to service large asset managers and newer geographies, including the United States and Europe, leveraging our fund administration capabilities. The alternatives and the wealth management business delivered strong results. With 143 additions, the number of funds serviced by KFintech grew by 53.36%, helping us to improve our market share to be at 37% as compared to 30% the previous year. The assets under management grew by 21.8%. We also launched our Gift City operations and hold the largest market share, managing 13 of the alternative investment funds. We won the first wealth management client for our data lake platform and also expanded the scope of our state-of-art digital onboarding platform to include wealth management funds. We are confident of this segment as we continue to invest in business development efforts, technology, and delivery excellence to acquire large global funds in India and abroad. The acquisition of Hexagram KFintech Private Limited in February 2022 has enhanced our capabilities in fund accounting and administration solutions. We are now among the very few entities from India having fund administration capabilities for serving multi-asset, multi-geography, and multi-currency global fund managers. Hexagram independently services 27 clients in India and abroad, besides enabling acquisition and servicing of alternative clients across geographies. In national pension services, we are the second largest central record keeping agency in India and continue to outgrow the industry both in terms of prime addition as well as on revenue counts. During the year, we achieved 27.99% growth in the subscriber base to service 0.96 million subscribers, translating to a market share of over 7% on the overall NPS subscriber base. In the corporate segment, we launched a new product titled Future and added 512 new corporate clients to service NPS on the corporate segment. It has also been an eventful year as we completed the phase 1 transition of subscribers from the state of Madhya Pradesh to our platform. We are currently re-architecting our channel partner platform to empower our point of presence partners with seamless technology and features. With subscriber-first approach and digital focus, we will continue to gain market share by acquiring through all citizen channels, winning corporate clients, and collaborating with the state governments in times to come. We are optimistic about the potential of the novel account aggregator space and the underlying technologies. Driven by the Government of India's intent to expand a data-driven economy around financial services and to ensure financial inclusion, we believe the account aggregator can transform the way Indian consumers will borrow and avail of financial advice for investments. Today, we are managing around 229 million investor folios across investor and individual solutions, which can, with consumer consent, enter into the account aggregation ecosystem to avail different kinds of financial services which were never presented before. Aligned to this, we have acquired a 25.63% stake in FinTech Products and Solutions India Private Limited. It offers technology service provider services, TSP, under the brand Money One, and is the licensed owner of India's first account aggregator under the brand One, with over 40% market share. FPSIPL has already onboarded most of the marquee banks, NBFCs, and fintechs as both financial information providers and financial information users. Technology and innovation are key enablers for KFintech. We are continuously investing in new talent and capabilities to help our clients grow and enhance our operational efficiencies. We have modern technology stacks and provide data-driven tech solutions in a highly secure and fully compliant environment. These enable us to deliver excellence in operations across all the business lines. Our infrastructure is future-ready and scalable, handling on an average 1.5 million transactions with headroom to handle multiples of that number. We have leveraged our technology capabilities supported by a dedicated team to launch over 20 products in the past 4 years to provide value-added solutions to our clients, including 2 new launches in the fiscal year 2022. These services empower customers with data-driven decisions to enhance business outcomes and provide us with new revenue streams. In the past year, VAS accounted for 5.29% of our total revenue. Our aim is to enhance this contribution by extending offerings to a larger pool of clients across geographies. In April 2023, we have acquired 100% equity stake in a Hyderabad-based product development and design company called Webile Apps India Private Limited, which specializes in UI UX, artificial intelligence modeling, machine learning, mobility solutions, and other product development areas. We intend to leverage its competencies to accelerate our technology and product development. KFintech has come a long way establishing multi-geography and multi-asset operations with market-leading positions and a well-diversified business model. Looking ahead, we see significant growth opportunities across our business segments. Our aim is to continually enhance and sustain our leadership position, taking the advantage of the financialization of India's economy and expanding footprint to newer geographies by becoming a technology partner of choice for the global asset managers. ESG will be an important focus area in our journey ahead. We have one of the most evolved governance mechanisms with robust policies for ethical practices, transparency, and accountability to safeguard interests of all our stakeholders. As the technology solution provider to global financial institutions, we handle large volumes of data and have implemented stringent data privacy and security policies and processes to ensure a highly reliable operation. We have a bid-side score of 800 as on March 31, 2023. Highly skilled and engaged team are instrumental in growth and long-term success. We are proud to have some of the best minds working with us and have also augmented our senior management to take forward the business strategy. We run multiple training and development programs to assist their career development in alignment to organization goals. We have also introduced various people-friendly policies to create an engaging workspace and to ensure retention. While our operation has minimal environmental impact, we understand the risks that climate change poses. We have accordingly implemented practices for efficient use of resources like energy and water and effective disposal of waste. I thank all our stakeholders for their continued support and confidence in us. I thank our regulators for creating an enabling environment where all participants can thrive, the shareholders for the trust to put in us, and for the customers to be believing in us continually. The last few years, including FY 22-23, has been absolutely wonderful. We are young, brimming team full of energy to build a globally relevant organization. I believe that the coming decade belongs to India, and KFintech is well poised to partake in the journey and to propel the journey. KFintech remains committed to achieving greater heights and in maximizing value for its stakeholders. Over to Chairman.
Thank you, Srikanth. I now request Ms. Anantha to present the items on the agenda to the shareholders.
Thank you, Chairman, sir. I will proceed with the statutory items as included in the notice of annual general meeting and other matters. I will now brief you on all the resolutions included in the notice of annual general meeting. Once I finish the customary process of briefing on the resolutions, we will invite the members who have registered themselves as speakers to ask questions or seek clarifications or express their views from the management. The first item of the agenda has been proposed as an ordinary resolution, which is to consider and adopt the standalone and consolidated audited financial statements of the company for the financial year ended 31st March 2023 and the reports of Board of Directors and Auditors thereon. The auditor has issued an unmodified opinion on the financial statements. The board has recommended these financial statements for adoption by the members. Item number 2 of the notice has been proposed as an ordinary resolution for appointment of Mr. Srinivas Perada, who retires by rotation as nominee director and being eligible, has offered himself for reappointment. Item number 3 of the notice has been proposed as an ordinary resolution for the appointment of Mr. Jaideep Hansraj, who retires by rotation as a nominee director and being eligible, has offered himself for reappointment. Item number 4 of the notice has been proposed as an ordinary resolution for the appointment of Messrs. BSR and Co. Chartered Accountants as the statutory auditors of the company for the period of 5 consecutive years, that is from the conclusion of this annual general meeting till the conclusion of the 11th annual general meeting at a remuneration of rupees 61 lakhs only, payable in one or more tranches, plus applicable taxes and reimbursement of reasonable out-of-pocket expenses for the financial year ending 31st March 2024. Considering the experience and expertise of Messrs. BSR and Co. and based on the recommendation of Audit Committee, the board has recommended the appointment of Messrs. BSR and Co. as the statutory auditors of the company. Since Mr. Nair is interested in the next resolution, I request Mr. Shrikant Nadella to chair the proceedings for the next resolution. Item number 5 of the notice has been proposed as a special resolution for the approval of the payment of remuneration to Mr. Vishwanathan Mavila Nair, non-executive director and chairperson, in excess of the limits as permitted in the Securities Exchange Board of India Listing Obligation and Disclosures Requirement Regulation 2015. I request Mr. Nair to resume the chair. Item number 6 of the notice has been proposed as an ordinary resolution for the appointment of Mr. Alok Chandra Misra, who was appointed as an additional director, non-executive nominee by the Board of Directors of the company with effect from 28 July 2023 as the nominee director of the company, liable to retire by rotation. We will now invite the members who have registered themselves as a speaker to ask questions or seek clarifications or express their views from the management. They will be unmuted and will be allowed to ask questions when called upon by the moderators. We will reply to all the questions and queries in one go. Considering the high registration from the speakers, in the interest of the time, I request the members to keep their questions or comments in brief and not to repeat the questions which have already been asked by the fellow members. I also request you not to take more than 2 minutes for your questions. This will ensure that other members get an opportunity to ask questions. May I now request the moderator to please invite the shareholders one by one. Over to you, moderator.
Thank you very much. We will now begin with the question and answer session. Before starting the session, I once again request the shareholders to keep their questions brief and limit to the performance of the company. I invite our first speaker shareholder, Mr. Santosh Kumar Saraf, to kindly raise his question. Please accept the prompt on your screen. Kindly unmute your audio, switch on your video.
Hello. Just a minute, I start my video.
Sir, you're audible and visible. So you can proceed in Hindi. Yes, sir. You can proceed in Hindi. Thank you.
Very good afternoon, sir.
मैं हिंदी में बोल सकता हूँ सर?
Yes, of course.
Respected chairman, board member, and my fellow shareholder, my name is Santosh Kumar Saraf. I am speaking from Kolkata. Hope you are safe and healthy. Sir, I also thanks to all our 6,000 work employees. Those are working hardly in their branches and offices, sir. And their hard work, our company became a so heavy, big, sir. I wish them a good health also, sir. Sir, this is first AGM after our meeting, sir. So I think the company is doing very well, and we are doing very well in the register. Also, so many work in the operating, calling, video calling, hosting, meeting calling, and other things. सर मैं उन सभी कर्मचारियों का आभार प्रकट करता हूँ जो हमारी अन्य ब्रांचों में और हेड ऑफिस में काम करते हैं, जहाँ जहाँ काम करते हैं, उनकी कड़ी मेहनत का फल है कि आज हमारी कंपनी इतनी बड़ी हो गई है और इतनी बड़ी हुई है। उन भाइयों से मैं हाथ जोड़ के प्रार्थना, आप इसी तरह मेहनत करिए, हमारी कंपनी और आगे बढ़ेगी और अच्छा रिजल्ट देगी। ये तो पहला साल एजीएम का है, आप मैं इस कंपनी के साथ में करीब 25 साल से संपर्क में हूँ। जब से आईपीओ आते थे तब से संपर्क में काफी अच्छे हैं। और सर मैं जितने भी कर्मचारी काम कर रहे हैं उनका भी आभार प्रकट करता हूँ, सेक्रेटरी का भी आभार प्रकट करता हूँ सर। और सर ज्यादा मैं कुछ नहीं कहूंगा कि पहली मीटिंग है, इसके अंदर में आपने बहुत कुछ अच्छा अपने वक्तव्य में बता दिया है। जो जो प्रोसेस है हमारे बताया, मैं ये सिर्फ चाहूंगा कि कोई फ्रॉड ना हो, इसके लिए आपने क्या स्टेप उठाया सर? फ्यूचर में ऐसा कोई फ्रॉड नहीं हो जिससे कारण हमें तकलीफ दे, उसके लिए क्या कदम उठा रहे हैं सर? आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस की हेल्प लेने में आपका क्या विचार, इसके बारे में बताइएगा। अभी एट प्रेजेंट अपने 6000 एम्प्लॉय में 25% फीमेल एम्प्लॉय हैं अभी। तो सर इसकी फीमेल एम्प्लॉय की परसेंटेज बढ़ाने के लिए आप क्या कदम उठाएं? कि मैं समझता हूँ ये समय आ गया जब वुमेन को ज्यादा से ज्यादा एम्पावरमेंट करना है, और अभी वुमेन को अगर एक बार मौका देंगे तो बहुत अच्छा रहेगा। मैं समझता हूँ सर, मेरा विचार दूसरे है कि लक्ष्मी को अगर घर में रखते हैं तो धन आता है। अच्छा, लक्ष्मी है, ये जो लेडीज होती है लक्ष्मी होती है, तो इनकी हम पूजा तो नहीं कर सकते, लेकिन इनको हम काम देके इनका हम फल प्राप्त कर सकते हैं। अतः आपसे हाथ जोड़ के रिक्वेस्ट कि ज्यादा से ज्यादा इनको एम्पावर करिए। ये कभी मत समझिए ये काम उनके लिए कठिन है, उनके लिए कोई कठिन नहीं, पर मर्द के लिए कठिन होता है। अतः आपसे आशा करता हूँ अगले साल जब मिलेंगे तो 25% जो एवरेज आपकी ये कुछ बढ़ के हमें जरूर मिलेगी। और मैं अपने जो आपका एक और कहता हूँ, आपके जब मैं कई कंपनी होस्ट करते हैं तो मैं काफी उनमें संपर्क रहता हूँ, बात करता हूँ, तो आपके जो होस्ट और जो मॉडरेटर हैं बहुत अच्छे हैं सर। इतनी अच्छी सर्विस क्या बताऊँ, नाम एक दो मेरे को याद है तो बोले तो रंजीता है, भास्कर जी है और बालाजी है, और भी अन्य है, तो नाम याद नहीं रहता सर। तो उनकी बहुत अच्छी सर्विस है, तो उनकी भी लंबी उम्र की कामना करता हूँ, और वहां से प्रार्थना करते इसी तरह भविष्य में होस्ट कीजिए। और आशा करता हूँ 1 अक्टूबर के बाद में हमें बीसी मीटिंग का ऑप्शन जरूर मिलेगा। नहीं हो तो मेरी रिक्वेस्ट कंपनी से कि फिजिकल भी करते हैं तो बीसी जरूर रखें, जिससे कोई भी शेयर होल्डर अपने कर्मचारी के प्रति जो अच्छा काम करे अपना भाव प्रकट कर सके। ज्यादा समय नहीं लूंगा सर, फाइनेंशियल 2023-24 आपको शुभकामनाएं देता हूँ, और भगवान से प्रार्थना करता हूँ फाइनेंशियल 2023-24 के लिए हेल्दी वेल्दी प्रोफिट सेफ्टी के साथ। लास्ट में ये भी एक पूछना सर, अपने जो ग्रीन एनर्जी के बारे में क्या कदम उठा रहे हैं, इसके बारे में जरूर बताइएगा। और अपने जो मैंने आर्टिफिशियल पूछ ही लिया, ज्यादा समय न लेते अपना वक्तव्य समाप्त करता हूँ। आशा करता हूँ अगले साल फिर बीसी में आप हमें निमंत्रण करेंगे, और उसके करेंगे तो जरूर मैं अपने कर्मचारियों के प्रति आभार प्रकट करूंगा। ये मौका शायद हमसे छीनेंगे नहीं आप। नमस्कार।
Thank you, Mr. Saraf. I now invite our next speaker, Mr. Dilip Jain, to kindly unmute your audio, switch on your webcam, and proceed with your question. Mr. Dilip Jain, we request you to accept the prompt on your screen, unmute your audio, switch on your video, and proceed with your question.
Hello, respected Chairman. I am Dilip Kumar Jain from Pink City, Jaipur. जय जिनेंद्र सबको। बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है पहली आपकी एजीएम में शामिल होते हुए। वैसे तो 25-30 साल से खुद देख रहे थे, हर आईपीओ आता था उसमें के कार्वी का और KFintech का नाम देखते थे। आज ये कि कंपनी खुद ही नया इशू लाके मतलब अब कैपिटल मार्केट में इशू हो गया। ये भी इसलिए भी अच्छा लग रहा है कि पहली एजीएम आपकी उसमें हम शामिल हो पा रहे हैं, अच्छा फील हो रहा है। और बाकी तो अभी पहला साल है तो उसमें ज्यादा वैसे तो आप सब कुछ आपने बता दिया अपने इनिशियल रिमार्क्स में, बाकी ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। एक है उसके लिए आपको बहुत बहुत बधाई, जिसके लिए अभी स्टेट बैंक ऑफ इंडिया की आपको नया जो कॉन्टैक्ट मिला उसके लिए सभी डायरेक्टर्स को जिनके भी एफर्ट से ये काम आया है उनको बहुत बहुत बधाइयाँ। आने वाले दिवाली, दशहरे और सभी त्योहारों के लिए आपको सबको और KFin स्टाफ को बहुत बहुत बधाई। इतना ही कह के मैं जय जिनेंद्र सर, थैंक यू।
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Dilip Jain. Now I invite our next speaker, Mr. Anand Prakash Jindal. We request you to kindly accept the prompt on your screen, unmute your audio, switch on your video, and proceed with your question.
नमस्कार चेयरमैन साहब, मैं दिल्ली से आनंद प्रकाश कंपनी का शेयर होल्डर बोल रहा हूँ। और मेरे लिए आज का जो दिन है बहुत ऐतिहासिक दिन है। एक हमारी कंपनी जो लिस्टिंग हुई उसके बाद पहला AGM, और आपने मुझे बोलने का मौका दिया। और मैं तो सर आपकी चेयरमैन स्पीच और MD साहब का जो प्रेजेंटेशन था उसको देख के सुनता रहा। मेरे को मन में कोई प्रश्न थे, मैं तो भूल भाल गया सर, सिंपल बता रहा हूँ। और आपकी जो चेहरे की मुस्कुराहट और आपका चेहरे का जो तेज है ना, उसको देख के लगता है कि अरे आपने तो वाकई में बहुत कुछ करके दिखाया है। एज ए IPO के लिए ये तो अभी मेरी कंपनी की शुरुआत है, और अभी तो आपके नेतृत्व में कंपनी कहाँ से कहाँ जाएगी लोगों को पता ही नहीं है कि है ना। अभी तो ये सोचते थे कि कंपनी खाली शेयर ट्रांसफर एजेंट या अन्य जो काम करती है, लेकिन जो अभी आपने अपनी स्पीच और एमडी साहब ने अपने प्रेजेंटेशन में बताया है तो नई नई बातें पता चली। तो ये तो बहुत अंडर वैल्यूड शेयर है सर हमारा। और जब लोगों को आपकी चेयरमैन स्पीच सुनने के बाद पता चलेगा तो शायद एक अच्छी इन्वेस्टमेंट अपॉर्चुनिटी है। और जो लोग आईपीओ में मिस हो गए वो अब दौड़ दौड़ के अपनी कंपनी के अंदर निवेश करेंगे। सर आपके आने वाले समय के लिए इतना अच्छा रहेगा, मैं आपके लिए शुभकामनाएं देता हूँ। और सर मैं एक एमडी साहब की एक बात कहता हूँ, उन्होंने जो कही थी, उन्होंने अपनी स्पीच में ये कहा था कि बेस्ट माइंड हमारे साथ है। मैं उसमें दो बातें और इंक्लूड करता हूँ। बेस्ट माइंड के साथ साथ बेस्ट टेक्नोलॉजी मेरी केफिन कंपनी के साथ है। और दूसरी बात जो है उसमें एक तीसरी बात और जोड़ता हूँ, बेस्ट माइंड बेस्ट टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ बेस्ट डिलीवरी। मतलब जो आपके साथ माइंड्स हैं उनके साथ क्या टेक्नोलॉजी है, और जो कस्टमर को आप उसका डिलीवर्ड करते हैं उसकी ही क्वालिटी है। इसका नाम है केफिन, और जिसके आप चेयरमैन साहब हैं। सर एक छोटा सा निवेदन एज ए शेयर होल्डर, क्योंकि शेयर होल्डर तो ये अपनी भावनाओं को एक्सप्रेस कर सकता है। इस ऐतिहासिक मौके पे कोई अपना ऐसा सिल्वर कोटेड मोमेंटो शेयर होल्डर को भेजे जिसमें मेरे चेयरमैन साहब की फोटो और ऑटोग्राफ हो, तो हम आने वाली पीढ़ियों को दिखाएंगे कि अरे सर चेयरमैन साहब के सामने बैठे थे और मीटिंग सुनी है। आप देखी वाली कंपनी है और उसके बारे में क्या कहना, लेकिन सर मन आज दिल खुश कर दिया। इतना अच्छा प्रेजेंटेशन आपने करके दिखाया, इतना अच्छा है। और एक सीएस डिपार्टमेंट के बारे में भी कहना चाहूंगा कि इन्होंने इस मीटिंग को सफल बनाने के लिए औपचारिकता में समझ के जिम्मेदारी निभाई है। बहुत अच्छा उन्होंने प्रस्तुत करा है। और सर एक आपके लिए लास्ट में दो शब्द कह के अपनी बात खत्म करता हूँ। मेहनत इतनी खामोशी से करो, सफलता शोर मचा दे, यही एक चौथी बात है हमारी कंपनी की। बेस्ट माइंड बेस्ट टेक्नोलॉजी बेस्ट डिलीवर, सफलता इतनी खामोशी से करो, मेहनत इतनी खामोशी से करो, सफलता शोर मचा दे। आने वाला समय केफिन इसके हमारे चेयरमैन साहब का और शेयर होल्डर का। इसी आशा और विश्वास के साथ नमस्कार, जय हिंद।
नमस्कार।
Thank you, Mr. Anand Prakash Jinda. Now I request our next speaker, Mr. Praful Chavda. We request you to kindly accept the prompt on your screen, unmute your audio, switch on your audio, and proceed with your question.
हेलो, मेरी आवाज
Sir,
आ रही
you
है?
are audible. Yes, sir, you are audible. Kindly proceed with your question. Thank you.
वीडियो आया था, चला गया।
Sir, you are audible and visible. Kindly proceed with your question. Thank you.
चेयरमैन सर, बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर, मेरे साथी शोल्डर्स, मेरा नाम प्रफुल चावड़ा है। मैं कार्वी से शायद 30 ईयर से तो जुड़ा हुआ हूँ, और मैं कुछ ऐसी बात कहना चाहता हूँ कि जो कार्वी बनाया गया, सर मेरा वीडियो आया तो मेरे को ठीक दिखता थोड़ा। वीडियो यहाँ से ओपन है पर आप रिलीज नहीं कर रहे, वीडियो दिखता नहीं मुझे। कर सकते हैं क्या सर?
Sir, your video is visible. Kindly proceed with your question. Thank you.
तो सर जब कार्वी बनाया गया, जब कार्वी के लिए कार्वी के डायरेक्टर ने जो मेहनत किया है, इसके लिए मैं एक उदाहरण देता हूँ। कोई भी मीटिंग में एजीएम में कोई कार्वी के अगर में कंप्लेन करता है तो दूसरे दिन कार्वी के डायरेक्टर्स सीनियर ऑफिसर इसके घर पे पहुंच जाते हैं और जो भी इसका प्रॉब्लम है सोल्व कर देते थे, यानी कि इतना हार्ड वर्क करते थे। आज भी कंपनी के सीनियर ऑफिसर्स हार्ड वर्क करते हैं, जैसे पनीर चतुर्वेदी है, राजकुमार काले सर है, महेश सर, मुरली सर जो आईपीओ देखते हैं, महेंद्र सर, श्रीकांत सर जो डीपी में थे। ऐसे बहुत से सीनियर लोग हैं, अच्छी तरह काम करते हैं, सही तरीके से काम करते हैं। जूनियर लोग आए सो है, जो अभी अभी नए लोग आए वो काम करने में नहीं मानते। इन्वेस्टर को हरेसमेंट करना, तकलीफ कैसे देना, इससे सिवा कुछ नहीं जानते। पहले जमाना था कि सीपी साहब तो मेरे पास फोन नंबर रहता था, कुछ भी कंप्लेन है तो हम डायरेक्ट हम कर सकते थे। आज हम कहाँ कंप्लेन करना, किधर कंप्लेन करना, कुछ पता नहीं चलता है। सीपी साहब पूरे ऑफिस में राउंड मारते थे, हर एक डिपार्टमेंट में राउंड मारते थे और शेयर होल्डर को मिलते थे, इन्वेस्टर को मिलते थे। आज आप लोग कोट पहन के बैठ गए, कुछ भी नहीं करते हो। आप सोचते हो कि हमको अच्छा जो है थोड़े 25 से 30 ऐसा स्पीकर है जो पूरे इंडिया लेवल पे बात करते हैं, परंतु मैंने देखा है कि हमको कभी लिंक नहीं मिलता है, कभी मेरा पासवर्ड गुम हो जाता है, कभी पासवर्ड नया बनाना है, इतनी तकलीफ पड़ती है। आज भी मेरा पूरा पासवर्ड वॉश आउट हो गया, क्यों हो गया मालूम नहीं। 2 दिन पहले मैं कार्वी की अगेंस्ट में बोला कि कार्वी की सर्विस अच्छी नहीं है, मेरा पासवर्ड चले गए पूरे, मेरे 20 अकाउंट है, 20 के पासवर्ड चले गए, मेरे को नया पासवर्ड बनाना पड़ा। सर आपने कंपनी को टेक ओवर करे इन्वेस्टर को हरेसमेंट करने के लिए, ये नहीं होना चाहिए। सर आपके पास जो भी काम हो रहा है सही नहीं हो रहा है, इन्वेस्टर को तकलीफ हो रही है, इन्वेस्टर को परेशानी हो रही है। जो लोग बोलते हैं कार्वी अच्छा है, वो लोगों ने कार्वी की बहुत कंप्लेन करे सोए, बहुत सी मीटिंग में कार्वी के अगेंस्ट में कंप्लेन करे सोए, फिर वो लोग आपकी तारीफ करने के लग गए, कैसा हुआ चेंजेस वो पता नहीं चला। मैं कोई गलत काम कराया नहीं, 30 साल में कभी एक पैसे का गलत काम मैं नहीं कराया हूँ, तो मेरा रिकॉर्ड से। पर कार्वी में कई लोग हैं जो चमचागिरी करके काम करा के आते हैं, वो गलत काम कराते हैं। मैं नहीं मानता हूँ कि ऐसा काम करना चाहिए, पर होता है, इसलिए आपके स्टाफ में से कई लोगों को निकाल दिए भी गया था, तो पुरानी बात हो गई। नई बात में आप लोग कंपलसरी राउंड मारना चाहिए, काले कोट निकाल देना चाहिए, एसी में नहीं बैठना चाहिए, एम्प्लॉयज को मिलना चाहिए, एम्प्लॉयज से बात करना चाहिए, इन्वेस्टर किधर आए इसको इन्वेस्टर को मिलना चाहिए। फीडबैक लेने से कुछ नहीं होता है, फीडबैक तो डमी भी हो सकता है, डुप्लीकेट भी हो सकता है, कंपलसरी फीडबैक सही आदमी देने वाला नहीं मिलता है, इतना टाइम भी नहीं है फीडबैक देने के लिए। आपका सिस्टम गलत है, आपका जो ओटीपी लेके हम लोग को पासवर्ड मिलता है वो गलत है। सीडीएसएल का सिस्टम देखो, सीडीएसएल में वोटिंग करने का देखो, फिर आप सीखो इससे। अब एनएसडीएल के मत जाओ, एनएसडीएल तो पूरे पाकिस्तानी लोग अब भरे हुए ऐसा दिख रहा है एनएसडीएल में, वही लोग आपके पास आ गए क्या? आप क्या सिस्टम बना के रखे, कैसा रखे? अभी तो एजीएम को 6 दिन बाकी है, पर नेक्स्ट फ्यूचर में ऐसे सिस्टम बनाइए सीडीएसएल जैसा, हमको तकलीफ ना हो। आप तकलीफ देने के लिए नहीं आए। मैं मैडम को ही बोला, मुझे मालूम है मैडम जो बात कर रहे वो रजनी मैडम है, वो कंपनी का सेक्रेटरी है, मेरे को 2-3 बार फोन किया, मेला मैं अगेंस्ट में बोलने वाला हूँ, तिक्का बोलने वाला हूँ, मेरे बोलने से किसी को तकलीफ होती है, उन्हें सच बात बोलूंगा, सच बात आपके तक पहुंचाऊंगा। सच बात आपको पहुंचेंगी तो आपको मालूम पड़ेगा कि कार्रवाई में क्या हो रहा है, सीनियर ऑफिसर क्या कर रहे, पेपर फेंक दे रहे। सर एक एग्जाम्पल दो, मेरे पास एनसीसी के 20 फोलियो है, एक ही फोलियो में मेरे को 6 या 7 बार स्पीड पोस्ट आए, कुरियर आए।
Sir, I request you to kindly wrap up your question first.
अरे
Thank
मैडम
you.
छोड़ देना, बंद कर दो ना, मत बोलने दो, आपको बंद ही करना तो बंद करने दो। तिक्का कोई नहीं सुनते, मीठा मीठा सुनते हैं, चमचों की बात सुनेंगी आप। बंद करते हैं चालू रखते, बोलो मेरे को तो मैं चालू रखूं, नहीं तो मैं खुद बंद कर देता हूँ। बोलने दे रहे चेयरमैन सर, मेरे से बात करना है तो सुनो मेरी बात, नहीं तो बंद कर दो। क्या करना है बोलो।
चावड़ा साहब,
सुनना है तो सुनो मेरी बात।
नहीं, चावड़ा साहब जरूर बोलिए, सुनना चाहते हैं।
संतोष साहब का बात 7 मिनट सुने आपने, चमचागिरी करता है, उन्हें चमचागिरी करता है। मैं चमचागिरी नहीं करता हूं, मैं फेस टू फेस बात करता हूं, सही बात करता हूं। आपका जो है एनसीसी का मेरे को 6, हाँ मेरा शेयर का वैल्यू है 120 रुपया, 150 रुपया। आपने कितना खर्चा किया कंपनी में 300 के ऊपर? क्यों सर, मेरा हर एक पेपर रेगुलर है, मैं पेपर देता हूं। आपका एक डिपार्टमेंट बोलता है कि बैंक का स्टेटमेंट का जेरॉक्स कॉपी चलेगा, दूसरा डिपार्टमेंट बोलता है ओरिजिनल होना। क्या सर आपको पता है जेरॉक्स कॉपी में आप इंक्वायरी कर सकते हो, अगर मैं गलत मेरा वोटर आईडी, पान कार्ड या आधार कार्ड गलत दिया है तो आप मेरे को एफआईआर दर्ज करके कोई भी इन्वेस्टर का जेल में डालो, पर इसका आपका जेरॉक्स कॉपी है नहीं चलेगा, बैंक मैनेजर का स्टैंप है उसका जेरॉक्स नहीं चलेगा। ऐसा क्यों करते हैं आप? इन्वेस्टर को कितने तक पूरा सर पूरा आप पेपर वापस भेज देते, अगर पेपर गुम हो गया हमारी जिम्मेदारी, आपकी जिम्मेदारी नहीं। हमारा पेपर गुम हो गया फिर हम आपको भेजते, फिर आप हमको भेजते, फिर आपको भेजते, क्या सिस्टम बदला लगा के रखे? ये गलत है सर, आप खाली काले कोट पहन के मत बैठो।
चावड़ा साहब 2 मिनट आप हमको सुनिए। आपका जो भी कंप्लेन है ना, हम किसी को आपसे बात करने को बोलेंगे।
मेरा कंप्लेन कुछ नहीं है, मेरा कंप्लेन है, मेरा इन्वेस्टर का कंप्लेन है, पूरा इन्वेस्टर के लिए मैं बोल रहा हूँ, मेरे लिए कुछ नहीं बोल रहा हूँ। मेरे को कुछ फायदा नहीं चाहिए, मेरे को 1-2 लाख रुपए का नुकसान कर सकते हो तो भी मेरे को प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, भगवान ने दिए तो सब कुछ है मेरे पास, मेरे को 1-2 लाख के नुकसान से कोई तकलीफ नहीं होती। मैं पूरा इन्वेस्टर का सब्जेक्ट उठा के बोल रहा हूँ, मेरा बात नहीं बोल रहा हूँ मैं इन्वेस्टर को तकलीफ।
We understood your point, sir. We will reach out to you.
आपको भगवान ने 2 साल दिया है,
हम
एक
फोन
से
करेंगे
सुनो,
आपसे।
निकाल दो, एक से सुनो दूसरे से निकाल दो, आपसे कुछ नहीं
Sir, we are
होता।
running
इन्वेस्टर
short
का
of
भला नहीं कर सकते आप, इन्वेस्टर का भला नहीं कर सकते आप। मेरे को हमारा सीपी साहब रहा तो पूरे क्लाइंटों को, आपका पूरे एम्प्लॉयज को उखाड़ के फेंक देते, आपके पूरे एम्प्लॉयज को नजर नंबर नहीं देते। तो क्या करा ऐसा, क्या गलती किया, क्यों किया?
We will reach out to you, sir. We are running out of time. We have to give, we need to be respectful of everybody else's time. Thank you so much. We will reach out to you and address your concerns.
मैं कड़वी बात करने वाला हूँ मैं।
Thank you. Can move to the next question, please.
Thank you. I request Mr. Badri Vishal Bajaj to accept the prompt on your screen, unmute your audio, switch on your video, and proceed with your question.
1 minute. Starting my video. Yeah. Good afternoon, Nair sir. Good afternoon, Panaji and Srikanth sir. Sir, your preface means future forward, that is appealing. I'll just come up in 1 minute what you have conveyed to shareholders. Claim of solid quality of products and services. It is services mainly for about 22 crore folio. Next, knowledgeable, skilled team of experts. Again for services. Just point out, sir, it is recorded. You can listen later also. And Srikanth sir, you have covered by cutting edge technology in your address also you have given. Very good. And you are back himself a technocrat. You bank on technology and innovation as key enablers. Yes, sir. We agree to that and you keep up. Your emphasis on unhinged accountability mechanism. Yes, sir. And customer-centric approach. That is what you are doing, and your revenue is coming on the services provided to multiple asset class of capital market. So you are spending is only on services. There is no capex for like a plant and machine and all. It is only infrastructure for your IT enabling, technology, and your services, manpower. So your asset is manpower, and you're servicing 22 crore clients. Now, in complete your 300 pages report, you will not notice a single line about feedback system. Earlier shareholder was crying, weeping, shouting. You know, it all calls for your corporate governance. Your corporate governance, you have a good directors in the committee, but not a single word on this. I will give you a simple example, live example between your institution and CDSL, Central Depository Services Limited, in a few minutes. So you, for large clients, you have feedback system. No feedback system on all the services. It is all one way, autocratic working without studying and understanding for submission. For all this, documentary evidence is there, your mail details are there, mail received from me, mail received from what you have sent to me, all are there. I'll show you, and you will laugh it that is it a corporate governance? Now, I have some examples that those examples maybe more than 50 to 60 right now I can produce you, and I am struggling to convey to you all these things. I am asking a time. अल्पना जी को हमने कितने भी मेल दिए हैं, आपके नाम पे भेजा है हमने और मिस्टर KFin और अमित मुरारका जी उनको भेजा है, नागेश जी उनको भेजा है. Sir, please give me time. I'll show you to understand what is required and what your people are doing. So you claim, whatever just now I read, your claim of Srikanth is that I'm doing this and all. Now, your workforce is not taught perfectly. And finally, as a shareholder, sir, take sir, as a shareholder, I'm shareholder of a company. I'm giving example where you or services are allowed. I'm a shareholder of a company. I can go to company, but company says go to RTA. RTA again KFin. 22 crores record, ocean. And when I go to RTA, I send under normal post the document required. But after 2 months, they say we are not received. Then I send it by speed post. They say we are not located till 1 month, 2 months. Then what to do? There is no help from your side. That is the lowest way of corporate governance. Now, to resolve this, I will name about 20 company secretaries of your TA. They also fed up. A live example is the same documents finally are given to company secretary. He also has sent to them your particular department, and they have taken 2 months. They did not resolve. You see, company secretary knows what to be done, which I can explain not now. But your people would not understand. That is the height of understanding of your people servicing the 22 crore account. Now, company secretary threatened your staff. If you don't do by this, he will raise the issue in the AGM. And that is what has happened. Sir, I told you about central depository. I am shareholder of CDSL. Shareholder of CDSL. And you are RTA for that, KFintech. For a particular event, I wanted to register because you are only qualified to register that event. I have gone to that site that particular time. They say, I don't have any shares in that company. Which company? Another institution which also has more than 22 crore clients, largest in India. Then I have given the screenshot that this is my holding statement, this is my RTA given the statement on the screen that I don't have shares. Mail was given to Alpanaji, mail was given to your inward, that is the ocean. It is a big post office, junk post office, never works. I don't know how people are working. Now, even for more than 2 months, I did not get any response. Where I'm holding the share, then I had to approach CDSL company secretary, Mr. Nilay Shah. Then he has taken over and he asked you people, and you people responded to Nilay Shah, not to me. Still till date, there is a fallacy in technology and they agree to that in writing, but KFintech never replies. That is the autocracy. That is a live example, Nilay Shah. It is still going on under SEBI registration. Where the
Sir, I request you to kindly wrap up your question, please.
no, sir, same problems. I'll give you other. About tax deduction, I'm a senior citizen. 15H I have to give. You register that in time, it goes and out. The dividend comes, I get TDS deducted because it is more than 5,000. Again, I have to ask you, you don't know, never respond. Then I have to go to company. Company responds, and within 1 month, they are giving back. They say that KFintech has done error on their side. Not one company, 2 companies. I have live example which is given to you. Now, again, in your e-meeting, sir, now what Nayak sir, you have interrupted the moderator to stop the earlier speaker. You have the authority because you are chairman, but all the EGMs conducted by KFintech, moderator becomes chairman. Moderator becomes chairman after company secretary.
Coordinator, not able to.
Yeah, Mr. Bajaj, we are not able to hear you. No response received. I request our next speaker, Mr. Manoj Kumar Gupta, to kindly unmute your audio, switch on your webcam, and proceed with your question.
Hello. Hello. Good afternoon, respected Chairman, Board of Directors, shareholders. My name is Yeah, Manoj, my name is Manoj Kumar Gupta. I've joined this meeting from my residence, Kolkata. So first of all, I congratulate you for your success of IPO, and I wish to God that IPO will give a boost to the company to inspire the people to more investment in the company. Sir, I also surprised to hear the view of last three speakers, and somehow I also agree with them. I am also victim of the poor services of your company. I will not raise in that manner which they have raised, but I am also victim from last 6 years. Right. From last 6 years. Now I have given my all papers to advocates to file a FIR against the MD of the company to get a warrant to produce the MD in the Calcutta, because MD has appointed the registrar. Company has appointed the registrar, shareholder has not appointed. So my advocate will file a case either tomorrow or day after tomorrow against a MNC to get the warrant of the MD about the default of your company, of your services. This from last 6 years, not 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, from last 6 years. Second thing is that whatever contact number you have mentioned, I will strongly support your resolutions, and I wish to God to give you more success. But whatever contact number you have mentioned in the AGM notice, that's not no reply from continuously. And I had sent one mail to the company secretary about this. I have not got any response from till day in last 12 days. This is your secretarial services. How you will serve the pupils in future, just to see. In last 28 days after registering my name as a speaker, I have not got a call from your secretarial department. Is there any specific issue or question on the balance sheet? Just on Rajita has called me on yesterday. Mr. Gupta, we have registered your name and you will speak on our AGM. Say, sometimes she will become the moderator in other companies, so she knows me very well. So this is the services, sir. How you will serve and how you will go ahead, just to see.
Understood.
What's your future plan for the growth of the company, sir? How you will take the company on growth way under your leadership in future, and how you face the competition. You are the number one in every aspect, in the mutual fund, RTA, and everything. But keep the number one status. You should provide the better services to the investors, companies, and others. Nowadays, you know very well than me, the law is changing very fastly. And under the leadership of our visionary Prime Minister and the Honorable Finance Minister is also worried, and they are also concerned about to protect the rights of the small investors, that they should not face any problem. So be careful that people should not go to the higher authority to take their issues with the government or the companies. So take the issue in-house and ask your pupils to be careful and resolve the issue within a time limit. And ask the company secretary to be a liberal and make liberal. Then pupils will support you. I surprised that I have attended more than 20. I have attended more than 60 to 60 AGMs in this year, and I have attended more than 69 AGM through KFintech platform. I have not raised any complaint against the KFintech. Mr. Chawda or others has raised, but I have never raised, because the Dipti is a very cordial relation with me in Calcutta. She always ready to help in every aspect. Today I have not got the link of Taxmeco. I have called Dipti and she told me that, Manoj, I am arranging, and I have got the link immediately to contact. But I suggest you one thing, if you can implement, do not ask the password in your KFintech platform to register the name for the speakers, because investors reside in the interiors. आज more than 40% जो investor ना सर वो गांव में रहते हैं, उनको पासवर्ड मालूम ही नहीं है. जस्ट आस्क, अगर आप उसको पासवर्ड की जगह आप उनका पैन नंबर ले सकते हो, आप उनका वो कर सकते हो, बट पासवर्ड लेने से कितना शेयर होल्डर के पास पासवर्ड नहीं है. इस पे आप गंभीरता से सोचिए कि पासवर्ड की जगह हम जैसे आपके सीडीएसएल जो लेता है ना, सीडीएसएल वो लॉगिन आईडी जो आपका डीमेट आईडी है, उसके बाद आपका पैन कार्ड देता है और वो एक ओटीपी भेजता है और उस ओटीपी से आप अपना रजिस्टर कर सकते हो। वैसा कोई सिस्टम आप अपने के फिनटेक प्लेटफॉर्म फॉर विच एजीएम विल स्टार्ट फ्रॉम 1 अक्टूबर। अब तो आप चेंज नहीं कर सकते अपना प्लेटफॉर्म 30 सितंबर तक। 1 अक्टूबर से जो एजीएम आपके थ्रू होगी के फिनटेक के प्लेटफॉर्म से, उसमें आप पासवर्ड का प्रोविजन हटा के अगर आप उसमें अपना वो कर देंगे तो वो बेटर होगा और लोग आपको अप्रिशिएट करेंगे सर। और क्योंकि आज मैं देख रहा था आपका शेयर प्राइस, जस्ट ए मिनट सुनिए, कि आज आपका शेयर प्राइस जो है 450 है। बीच में तो लोगों को जो काफी नुकसान भी हुआ था, आईपीओ प्राइस से नीचे भी गया था, बट पिछले 1 महीना में प्राइस जो है रिकवर किया है और इशू प्राइस से करीब 40% ऊपर भी गया है। और आज जो मार्केट कैप है वो आपका अप्रोक्सीमेटली 7,800 crore रुपीज है। So I wish to God that this market cap should be crossed 10,000 crore rupees in coming time under your leadership to return to the investors and the employees. And how you will reward to the investors, just you think. And this is the time of technology and the digitalization, because our IT minister and the honorable prime minister is focusing everything on the online technology and the digitalization. Our honorable prime minister is focusing on the digitalization, and the G20 summit, grand success summit, as India will be or more flourish in the digitalization. India is the second largest country in the world for the digitalization. So how you will be benefit from digitalization, sir, in future? And sir, try to reward to the shareholders and send some memento to the shareholders on the first AGM, sir. And wish you happy puja and Deepavali to all of you. And I wish to God to give you more success. Just take care of all the complaints that people should not suffer because they have invested their hard money, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Manoj Kumar Gupta. Now I request our next speaker, CE Mascarenhas or Alish Peter Mascarenhas. We request you to kindly unmute your audio, switch on your webcam and proceed with your question.
Hello, am I audible?
Madam, you're audible. Kindly proceed
Am I
with your question. Thank you.
You're audible, ma'am.
Very nice. Thank you very much. Respected Chairman, Mr. Vishwanath Mavilla Nair, MD and CEO Srinath Nadella, other board members, my fellow shareholders who are attending this VC. I am Mrs. C.E. Mascarenhas, speaking from Mumbai. First of all, I thank the company's secretary, Miss Alpana Uttam Kundu, for sending me an email, also registering me as a speaker and also giving this platform to speak, which I was easy to operate. Thank you, madam, and thank you the whole team very much. Now I come to the working. Working is good. Revenues are up. PNL is good, but no dividends, sir. I feel, according to my thinking, a small dividend would have been done because big investors with deep pockets would have entered into our company and we will take our company till still greater heights. I'm very happy you have come with the IPO and we were waiting anxiously. I have been with this registry as a registry last 20-25 years when I was very much young, when I was working, and I have great regards for KFin, Karvi. Now it has become K because all the technology sort of thing. So I'm very happy and I'm wishing you all very much. You must succeed more and more because you have lots of things in this company which will unlock. Time will tell us. Now I congratulate for all the awards accolades, especially Asia Pacific Stevia Award in the gold category. Also, I appreciate the CSR work done. We keep it up. जिधर दवा से नहीं होता है, दुआ से तो बहुत काम होता है ना. Now we have completion to ESG standard as we are rated, I would like to know on which dedicated ESG platform we are listed. Because you can understand, sir, ESG covers all the three things, means you one that is enough to understand everything. Then we have launched Gift City operations. Do we have a physical office in Gift City? And if it is, then how many employees are at the Gift City? And out of that, what is the percentage of women employees and physically challenged employees? So I'm very happy we are serving 119 million in investor solutions and 1100 million in issuer solutions. Very good. I only pray to God the services get more and more good for everyone, and we will be the joy, delight of everyone. Now, our future forward tech-led innovation inspires future road. We must be using a lot of IT tools like AI, ML, blockchain, cloud, chat GPT. My question is, how much is the spend on this IT tool to total spend in percentage? The next observation is mine. Promoter holding is 49.42%. I feel it should be increased by creeping every year 5% because this company is growing in its bounds. Sir, now this is my personal thing, which if you give this good service, God will bless my company 100 times. So I have physical shares, and for government rule, now you cannot keep physical. They will after 25, it will be money laundering put on us, sir. Money laundering will be put on us unnecessarily. I am 72 plus, and I don't want money laundering. When I send for dematting, it is 4-5 times returning. Then ultimately I go and beg with the company. I have taken the shares from you. Why can't you help me out? And then the matter gets. So I want y'all. Earlier it was not like that. Y'all were very, very good, because y'all were handling the Reliance. And Reliance always, they are more shareholder friendly. And now of late, some juniors have come and are giving very, very silly. The transfer is stopped. There is no transfer now unless with demat. They give me such reason when I get blood pressure. So please keep the junior level, give them good training so that they can give good service to the senior citizen, and they will, your company, my company, and my staff will get hundreds of blessings. If you will not give this mental pressure to the senior citizens, our fault is we invested. That time we didn't have TD. We had only TD, and now the TD has just gone out of the window. We are suffering. Why? Why? So you solve a solution. Lastly, but not the least, may our company establish as a cornerstone within the capital market ecosystem, leveraging the solid foundation built over the last several years, always taking care of every investor, especially the senior investor, senior citizens, invested under your registry. With this, I support all the resolutions. I am praying always for the company and for you all so that you will be giving good service to especially senior citizens 70 plus. I beg of you, I ask you don't not to harass us, because it is simply bothering our health. Please, sir. So what do you say? I request, I beg you at least don't harass, give proper people to do that work. Because we didn't have all this problem earlier. After this lockdown and after this TD has gone out of the window, then this problem has started, So with this, I thank you very much. Now, Mr. Mascarenhas, he is also registered. He will say, because we are using one device.
Hello, I'm the next speaker in the queue. Can I proceed, sir?
Yeah.
Can I proceed?
Yeah, please proceed.
Respected Chairman, sir, very distinguished member of the board and my fellow shareholders. Good evening to you all. My name is Aloysius Mascarenhas. I'm a proud shareholder of this prestigious company. I'm associated with Karvi for the last 25, 30 years, both me and my wife. We have done lot of share transfers. You have given us good service as Karvi, and we are thankful to that. But of late, after this KFintech has come to picture, lot of trouble. It takes 4 months for us to demat our shares. Even though we give all the KYC norms well in advance, the SR1 form, SR2, SR13, nomination, cancel check, bank verification, PAN card, Aadhaar card, all these are given. Even then, the shares come with a signature mismatch. So 3-4 times we have to again get it this thing signature verified by the bank DP, and then with the consent of the company we have to approach the company, and then with their cooperation our shares getting dematted. It takes 3 to 4 months. Not only that, now KYC, if we give first KYC and then the demat, the KYC forms are put in I don't know where. 4 months, and we have to repeat. It takes 4 to 6 months. And even then, the shares are not getting KYC certification. Such miserable service, see, kindly look into the matter and see that with the cooperation of SEBI, as you always quote them, with that cooperation, see that the senior citizens are not harassed any further. It's this, sir. Thank you so much for patient hearing. Thank you. God bless you, our company, and our employees. Thank you, sir. God bless you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Mascarenhas. Now I request our next speaker, Mr. Tamal Kumar Majumdar. We request you to kindly accept the prompt on your screen, unmute your audio, switch on your video, and proceed with your question.
Is it okay? Thank God, at last I got a chance to raise my queries. Thank you, Mr. Nair, Mr. Nadella, Mr. Basin, and Mrs. Basin, sorry, and other directors of the company, myself, Tamal Kumar Majumdar, an equity shareholder from Kolkata. My special thanks to our company secretary, Mr. Alpana Kundu, for sending the soft and hard copy of the annual report, as well as link for the meeting, well in time so that I may do my homework and attend the meeting. You have fantastic professionals like Ravi Narayan in Mumbai and Rajita and others who are always ready to help shareholders in case of any problem faced by them before or at the AGM. And Mr. Chairman, I'm sorry to note that you actually read out the speech which is included in the annual report. Page 3 to 9, both of you, Mr. Nadella and you, actually repeated those pages. 3 to 9. I never came across such thing in my life in the annual report, annual general meeting. The report, director's audit report signed on 5th May. The director's report signed on 29th May. And the chairman and MD and the audit director's report signed on 23rd June 2023. And so it appears that your statement is also on the date. So after 3 months, you and Mr. Nadella repeated that entire statement. Never came across. In every meeting, what happens? The chairman used to discuss with the shareholders regarding the first quarter and some other issues which happened after the date of the annual report. But here, nearly 30 minutes was stayed only repeating those page 3 to page 9. I think this is the first year AGM. I think this will not happen in the next year, in next time. And so, before raising any, I have gone through the entire annual report. Mr. Mazumdar must be orange and nobody is asking about accounting query. I will ask all the accounting queries. But before that, I'm sorry to say, Mr. Chairman, that our company moderators became a part of event design with company management of many companies in not allowing informed shareholder to raise critical queries at the virtual AGM by abruptly disconnecting their lines in the name of technical glitch. Today also same thing happened as regards Mr. Bajaj was concerned. And in the name of technical glitch, and not to allow him to be a speaker by listing his name in the website at the time of listing for the same. I'm attending meetings all over India for more than 20 years on my own and met several people, several companies. And what I noted that as regards Tata Group, Mahindra, HDFC Group, and others, they never disturb share. They allow shareholders with constructive criticism, but never stoop to such a low in the name of technical glitch or not in the name of technical glitch in disconnecting lines. I'm giving four examples of your company before asking any query about the audited accounts. In Bank of Baroda case, my line got disconnected when I started asking uncomfortable queries within less than 2 minutes time. At Star Health AGM, only had 3 days ago. Star Health AGM, your moderator asked me to complete my query shortly, as there are many in pipeline. When I objected, the chairman allowed me to complete my speech. But what I noted at the end, I noted only 2 speakers were there. Only 2 speakers were there, and meeting concluded within 30 minutes. And in case of NALCO meeting held on Friday, after my line got disconnected, when I started raising critical queries, and your moderator was so smart that after disconnection, he started saying, Mr. Mazumdar, your photograph vanished from the screen. Are you online? Pathetic. And in case of Bandhan Bank, another unique thing happened as regards your services are concerned. I was initially not allowed to list my name as a speaker through your website, saying that I am not a shareholder of this company. I immediately informed your Nagas Gabhu, the bank management, and the MCA, Ministry of Corporate Affairs, regarding the unique way of blocking critical shareholders. And after 3 long hours, this is being corrected. And I listed my name, but I have not attended the meeting as a mark of protest. Bandhan Bank. And what Bandhan Bank did, they sent a huge letter, 1-page letter, putting all the blame on KFintech. And I believe they don't have to face the same fate when I want to ask auditor queries on audited accounts and other matters. Sir, I have gone through the entire 291 page of the annual report, have some queries and seek your intelligence. The company has a retained earning balance of 138.81 crores as on 31st March 2023. It is in page 163. After adjustment of losses, do you believe that the company will be in dividend list very shortly? So, the company had issued 1,000 non-convertible redeemable preference shares of rupees 200 each, and it is redeemable in terms of share subscription agreement SSA dated 28 May 2021 on or after 25th September 2023. It is in page 165. The company called a board meeting on 27th 9 2029, 2 days after the AGM, to consider and approve buyback of non-convertible redeemable preference shares. It is also noted that a redemption premium of a hoping rupees 134 crore is to be payable against redemption of preference shares totaling only 2 lakhs. Only 2 lakhs. Only for 2 lakhs redemption, you have to pay a premium of 134 crore. Why such huge premium is to be paid by the company against such bigger principal amount? And what conditions to be fulfilled in terms of the said SSA? Please share your thoughts in this regard. And whether remaining amount of 39.5 million, it was 157.8 million, and last year it was provided 117.58 million. The difference is 39.5 million. Whether 35 or 39.5 million is to be charged at the time of redemption of redeemable preferences. The fact is in the page of 165. So, as per note 35G, page 172, the company had filed settlement application and paid settlement charges relating to a show-cause notice dated 31st March 2023-22, issued by the SEBI and received by the company on 5th April 2023. 22. Why the company remained mum about the amount paid in this respect? Don't you believe, Mr. Mazumdar, this should have been disclosed? The amount should have been disclosed? As the audit committee chairman, don't you believe the shareholders should know how much amount the company paid to settle the issue? And why they wait for settlement instead of fighting the case? Total amount paid in this respect is to be disclosed. And under which head? It is being shown in the PL account. And it is noted from MD and CEO's message, it is in page 6 to 9, that EBITDA margin of 41.39% during financial year 23 was within, and the MD mentioned it was within company's defined sustainable range. PAT margin during financial year 23 was 27.1%, 18%. But during Q1 of financial year 24, the company booked a standalone PAT of 44.8 crore, and on consolidated basis, it was 43.43 crore. I disclosed before analysts that the PAT margin during Q1 of financial year 24 was 24%. What about EBITDA margin during Q1 of financial year 24 and your expectation from the remaining part of the year? Segment account of financial year 23 and Q1 of 24 shows that the company is still losing money from its international and other investment solutions segment. As per analyst presentation, the company has 58 international clients, which includes maiden client from Thailand. What about our proposed new unit in Singapore and Thailand? What is the present status as of date? And what prompted the company to go for another scheme before NCLT? It is as approved by the NCLT on 2/3/2022. It is in page 189 for discontinuance of amortization of goodwill. I never came across such accounting in my life. Being a keen watcher of accounts for the last 20 years, I never came across such thing. The company is going for a scheme in order to discontinue charging of amortization of goodwill. Is it being done to show more profits in the coming years by nearly 68 crore? 68 crore every year during the 7 long years. Mr. Mazumdar should clarify in this regard. What prompted the company to go for the scheme in order to stop amortizing the goodwill? What prompted that? Sir, as per notes 36, page 172 to 73, this company still provided 7.26 crore during financial year 23 regarding the demat dispute made earlier, when the company expects finalization of settlement in this regard, and whether they initiate proceedings against concerned parties, including certain minority shareholders, for recovery of amount paid in this respect. Present status is being disclosed relating to the matter, whether the management is expecting any provision for the said dispute this year also, and whether the company recovered remaining IPO related expenses of rupees 1.20 crore. It is in page 116, note 16, from selling shareholders as on date. Why the company purchased and sold Artimatic Data Labs Private Limited at the identical amount. Sale and purchase is on the identical amount, and the transaction expenses on this account booked during financial year 22 of rupees 7.23 lakhs. It is in page 195-96, note 52. What is the reason? Sale and purchase both are in the identical amount. And what benefits we are deriving from investment made in KFin Lips India Private Limited of rupees 11 crore and 6 crore in the FinTech Products Solutions India Private Limited. And whether company has any proposal to buy more companies. And sir, company has a trade receivable net balance of 117.64 crore as on 31st March 2023, and whether the receipt payment as mentioned within 40 days. Thank you all for patiently carrying on. The last thing I want to mention that today, before the meeting, there should be mute. Otherwise, Mrs. Bhasin, we heard everything you told the chairman. I think this should not happen. The director muted before start of the meeting, at least up to the start of the meeting. Otherwise, we are privy to those such information which we should not. Thank you all for participating. Thank you all.
Thank you, Mr. Tamal Kumar Majumdar. I now request Mr. Suresh Chand Jain to kindly unmute your audio, switch on your video, and proceed with your question.
आवाज आ रहा है सर? हेलो
Sir, your
आवाज
audio.
आ रही है सर?
आपकी आवाज आ रही है. Please proceed with your question.
आदरणीय चेयरमैन सर, उपस्थित सभी डायरेक्टरगण और शेयर होल्डर साथियों, सर अपनी ये पहली मीटिंग है और मैं आप सबका पहली मीटिंग में स्वागत करता हूं, अभिनंदन करता हूं। और सर आपने जो चेयरमैन स्पीच के अंदर जो कंपनी की रूपरेखा हमारे सामने रखी, बहुत ही सुंदर शब्दों के अंदर आपने कंपनी के बारे में अच्छी जानकारी दी। और सर मैं परसों केफिन के अंदर लॉगिन के अंदर फर्क आ गया था, मैं बहुत परेशान हो गया। एक मीटिंग कैंसिल हो गई, दूसरी मीटिंग में भी वही प्रॉब्लम आ रहा था। फिर मैं प्रवीण चतुर्जी को मैं फोन किया तो उन्होंने मुझे बताया इस प्रकार चले आओ, इस प्रकार चले आओ, और मुझे बात करने का मौका मिल गया। मैं प्रवीण जी को भी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ, उन्होंने जो सहयोग दिया। सर इससे पहले भी बहुत अच्छा स्टाफ था सर, अभी कुछ नए लोग आ गए, उनसे थोड़े प्रॉब्लम हो रहे। और जिस प्रकार प्रफुल्ल जी चौड़ा बोले उसी प्रकार सही बात बोले सर लोग। अभी इस वक्त थोड़ा बहुत प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है, जो पुराने मोसी ने और दूसरे भी 2-4 जने वो बहुत अच्छे हैं सर, और हर प्रकार का हमें सहयोग तथा सपोर्ट करते हैं सर। आज हमारी उम्र 72 से 75 हो गई। आज हमारे घर से जाना तो 500 रुपए जाने को, 500 रुपए आने को हो जाता। परसों में एक शेयर डाला ओ डीमेट के आते 3 शेयर तो पास हो गए, चौथा को सिग्नेचर बरोबर नहीं है बोल के सर साथ में ही मैं भिजाया, चारों केपिन को भिजाया। फिर मेरा रिटर्न आ गया बीएनआर का, मेरा बीएनआर में अकाउंट है, उनका ही चेक आ गया। बीएनआर वाले पास कर दिए, सिग्नेचर बरोबर है बोल रहे, आपके लोग बरोबर नहीं है बोल के बोल रहे। ऐसा थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम मत दो सर, हमारे को आने जाने को मुश्किल हो जाता, उठने बैठने को। बरसात के दिन है, अस्थमा है और बहुत परेशानी हो रहा सर। इसके बारे में आप सोचिए सर। आपने जो बोलने का जो शुभ अवसर दिया उसके लिए मैं धन्यवाद देते हुए मैं अपने विचारों को विराम देता हूँ। सर पिछली मीटिंगों के अंदर जैसा प्रवीण चतुर्वेदी आ जाते, उन्होंने आ जाते, को बहुत से आ जाते और देख रेख करते। अब ये राम भरोसे छोड़ दिए, तुम्हारा है तुम जाके चेक कर लो। सब ऊपर से कोई ना कोई एक जना ऊपर चेकिंग को आते तो उनको भी डर रहता, नहीं भाई कोई आ जाएगा और हमारा इंक्वायरी करेगा। जिसके हाथ मैं आपसे निवेदन करता हूँ और आपने जो बोलने का शुभ अवसर दिया, धन्यवाद देता हूँ। पहली मीटिंग आपकी सक्सेसफुल जाए, मैं भगवान से यही प्रार्थना करता हूँ। आप इसी प्रकार दिन दूनी रात चौगनी तरक्की करते हुए अपने मंजिल को पहुंचे। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर।
Thank you, sir. Now I request Mr. K. Bharat Raj to kindly unmute your audio, switch on your webcam, and proceed with your question.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, very good evening, entire board of directors. I'm Bharatraj calling from Hyderabad. Sir, first of all, congratulate the KFin for the wonderful listing in the market. Congratulations, sir. This is not the beginning. This is not the end, sir. This is the beginning. We see the bright future of the KFin because we are the number one in registers in the market and we have a lot of DPs. I hope you take the legacy once again to the next level. Chairman, sir, lot of people are given, lot of issues are there. I don't want to ask any question. My best wishes to you. All the best for coming years. Sir, please let me know the funds you raised in the IPO, where it has been parked, how you utilize these funds. Please let me know, sir. That is only one question. Sir, in the happy occasion of successfully listing in the market, please arrange a dry food sweet box. All the speaker shareholders who are attending this AGM, sir, will be more happy, sir. This is the only love and affection between you and shareholders. Consider and be liberal in this. Best wishes to you. All the best, sir. With me, my co-shareholder, Mr. Reddappa Gundlur, is there. He's also listed, but unfortunately, he cannot log in through his mobile. I give the mobile to him. Please allow him to talk.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Sir, your patience hearing, patience is highly appreciable, sir. This is Reddappa Gundlur from Hyderabad, sir, and the active participant of all the many companies. Unfortunately, I not received the link. I don't know, but anyway, I got the opportunity to speak with the directors, non-executive directors, KMPs, and also my scrutinizers, auditors, and also my company secretary. Thank you for giving this opportunity. Sir, this is Reddappa Gundlur from Hyderabad. I am a financial advisor. Sir, as a shareholder, I am very happy about the company performance financial 23. And also, I am welcoming you, sir, after listing. So wonderful bumper listing, sir. Sir, you have given a very wonderful speech about my company progress, present and future also, sir. Nice to hear all the information about Mr. Chairman. Go ahead, sir. We are with you. Don't take any negative. Don't, sir. We are with you. Everything is there. Mix comments is there, sir. Don't, sir. You are a fighter. I know that. So here my view is, sir. After requesting the physical handicap, are not received, sir. Really unhappy, sir. I am bringing you notice, sir. Next year, don't happen this, sir. And every company is receiving, but KFin not send me the annual report, and also request for the this speaker request, and also not send the link. So this is a violation, sir. And also your background, there is a board, no board, sir. KFin board, no. So you KFin people sell all the people, but my company is not showing the board meeting AGM information about your backside. It's okay, sir. Next year, please correct, sir. Here, I gone through the annual report of the physical, this soft copy. I found there is wonderful information in my company figures in right place, sir. Thank you so much. My special thanks to the annual report preparation financial team. And also, I find out there is a transparency of accounts, transparency of the ethically good manner. Everything is transparency, sir. No need, sir. So that's the reason. Special kudos to my hardworking KMPs, CFO, and CS for the wonderful corporate governance. Financially, my share price is given wonderful return, sir. Thank you so much for wonderful return. So I don't want to make negative comments here, but next year I want very good services to me. Why? Because this is the first AGM I'm attending. So I don't want to spoil this situation, sir. So I wanted to bring your notice one thing as a shareholder in KFin, the platform of the speaker shareholder is very delicate, sir. So sometimes automatically disconnected. I don't know. Sometimes it will the co-host also not repeating our names. So this is not violating, sir. I felt very unhappy. This recently I'm not able to speak in Divis Lab, sir. Unfortunately, they disconnected. But the host our not given chance. Immediately speaking other name. I felt, sir, I'm waiting since 1 hour, 2 hours long, but I'm passionate to speaker shareholder. Immediately coach is taking light. Immediately giving the chance to other shareholder. So this is my bringing your notice only, sir, not any complaint and all. So for the transparency of next year, you should take care of this, sir. Any other, I mean, the WebEx and other Zoom are working fine. But whereas our platform is very wonderful software, but unfortunately their signal is not even very delicate, sir. It will automatically चले जाएगा वो. So इसलिए थोड़ा उसके जानकारी लिए, थोड़ा आगे बढ़िए, उसका advance लेके थोड़ा ये करिए, sir. कोई किसी की हालत में वो कट नहीं होना चाहिए, स्पीकर होल्डर को देना चाहिए सर। और एक भी सर आपको नोटिस देना चाह रहा हूँ सर सारे लोग है ना इसमें रजिस्ट्रेशन कर लेते हैं, जो नहीं है उनका नाम पुकारते जाएंगे, जो है जो अटेंड हुआ ना उनका नाम पुकार ले ना, who is attended in the live, no? Call his name only. You're calling not attendees on his time is wasting. So our मेरा हमारा जो टर्न आने के लिए टाइम लगेगा, so इसमें थोड़ा you please give the instruction to the your team, sir. This is my personal advice only, sir. Apart from that, there is no queries from my side. So just tell me your next vision, next mission. I don't want to. I don't have any financial queries my side. Definitely, sir. We have. I have supported all the resolutions you would have done, sir. Thank you for giving this opportunity. Company secretary for wonderful services to proceedings and all. Company secretary role is very impactful for company. Sir, finally, we have faith on you, trust on you. Go ahead and take a strategic big decision, good decision. Sir, Reliance company हमारा KFin में है, बड़े-बड़े companies हमारे KFin में है, और not a simple company, हमारे big team, big organization. So accordingly, please act, sir. Accordingly, place a decision, sir. We are with your shareholders, sir. Thank you so much for giving the opportunity. Under your leadership, achieve many more higher awards, sir. This is Rettappa Kunduru. I don't want any sweets from you. Sorry. I wish good health to you. Good health to you. Peace to you. God bless you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you all speakers for your questions and participation. The management will provide the answers to your questions shortly. Now I request Mr. Shrikant to respond to the questions of the speaker. Over to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, moderator. And thanks to all the shareholders who spoke and the ones who couldn't. But as our chairman has mentioned, you can reach out to us at the investor website and on the email ID that is published for any further clarifications or questions you may have. I have listed down by name the questions that have been asked of us, and we will endeavor to respond to all of them for the next 50 minutes. And what cannot be, we will make sure we'll respond to you on email. The first speaker, Mr. Saraf Santosh Saraf, there was no question as much as a sense of appreciation from him in terms of the support that he received from the various functioning of the organization, including the branches. There was a question, however, in terms of the female employee participation. Today we have 30% of our total workforce as women employees. The trend to continue to enhance that number and augment to that number had been on the rise, and we believe that in the quarters to come, we should be in a position to have a much more formidable women workforce, and not just and this across levels, including at a senior management and leadership level as well. So thanks a lot for that question, Mr. Santosh. We will continue to publish our metrics and track to the best practices from industry standpoint. Mr. Dilip Jain, thanks a lot for your generous and continued well wishes, sir. There was no question at your end. My sincere and heartfelt thanks to you, not just from my end as well as from on behalf of all the board of directors and management as well. Mr. Anand Prakash, sir, you also didn't have any question. I think the only ask that you had was of a picture of Jimon, sir. We will get that over to you. It will be there, of course, on our websites, and you should be able to download if you so want to. Mr. Chavda, Mr. Bajaj, I think both of your questions, and the inconvenience and the rather significant amount of grievances that you pointed out, they point to the very specific cases of shares being dematerialized, the physical shares. I respect the fact that the time that is being taken off late is fairly protracted and not longer than what it used to be back in the day. There are some reasons. Some of those are possibly justifiable, and some of those I do respect and take your feedback, and we will make sure that the processes are strengthened and the timelines are shortened. Some of the reasons, however, that have caused an expansion of timelines for feeding to the requests of such conversions of it had been not just the regulation that requires a lot more checks and balances, but also the growing incidence of impersonation and frauds in the industry. We need to produce and we need to protect the interest of all the original shareholders. And with technology being available at everybody's disposal, we have seen a significant rise, and we have to make sure that adequate checks and balances are put in place to protect the shareholders' rights. In this process, sometimes the timelines tend to get a little bit protracted, not necessarily stating that in your case that is what happened. But as I committed to you, we will constitute a committee very specifically and especially looking at senior citizens' grievances, as most of the feedback that we have received is specific to that class of investors and customers, so to speak. So we'll definitely and first and foremost focus on that one specific agenda and ensure there are tangible and visible outcomes for you to see in the next very quarter itself. So please, you've been patient with us for this long. I request you to, continue to be so, and we will make sure that we will see results very, very soon. There were questions from Mr. Manoj Marutta, I think very specifically about the complaints and the mechanism of complaints, how exactly needs to be done today. And I understand that was not listed. Having said that, I would strongly request and encourage if the team could look at our website. If you log into KFintech.com, right at the very beginning, you would identify enough screens and mechanisms for you to lodge your complaint. All the complaints are monitored very, very carefully and in a time-bound fashion, are not just responded, but resolved as well. There was another question about growth, and this question was there amongst few more shareholders. So I hope to cover in this particular item how we plan to continue to grow. We have explained to you, via the AGM report as well as through this conversation. We will continue to drive everything at our disposal to continue to be the largest registrar in the country, to provide value to all our stakeholders, whether it is shareholders or the corporates, asset management companies, distributors. And we believe that with both our efficacy to win as well as delivery capability, we will continue to win more mandates. The fact that we have managed to win a lot more number of mandates as against most other competition, hopefully is also partially a testimonial of the services that are being rendered. I respect the fact that amongst 22, 23 crore investors that we support, not every one of them might be going to the satisfaction, and we will make sure that we will not relegate it to a statistic, but every last stakeholder has been properly serviced. So our growth, we will continue to expand in India, and as was articulated by our chairman, sir, international expansion is something that we are fairly convinced about. The value that we can offer, both at a very compelling price point and also definitive technology solutions which do not exist in many parts of the world. I think there was a comment about India being the second largest digital, consumer and the public distribution mechanism that are being created in India in that regard. So clearly, we have created solutions that the rest of the world does not have, and then we believe that we can take many of these to other markets to be able to provide value at a compelling cost proposition. So that's our growth strategy, to be number one part, making sure that the quality of the services continue to enhance on a timely basis. How do we benefit the shareholders based on the revenue growth was another question. I think this relates to a couple of other shareholders asking questions about dividend provisions. To all the shareholders, we have a board-approved dividend policy. We will declare dividends in due course. As you all know, we just went public, and this is a company that has, we believe, at least from management standpoint, has enormous potential to grow. In order to grow, we need a lot of capital, and that capital, we believe, will give you far greater returns in time to come in terms of the share value going up as against tactically dividending it out. Having said that, as I said, we have a board approved policy, and then we will come back to you in the coming quarters in terms of our definitive plan of it. There were asks from a couple of stakeholders about the mementos, which we will take a look into it and we will make sure we get back. Mr. and Mrs. Mascarenhas, thank you so much for your participation in this. The questions around dividends, I hope I answered that. There were questions on, do we have an office in Gift City, and if yes, how many people? Yes, we have office in Gift City. Currently, 30 personnel work out of that location. I wouldn't necessarily have the data at this point in time in terms of the diversity ratio, but we will make sure to get back to you on that particular topic. Today, we manage near about 60% of all the funds that are domiciled in Gift City from investor solution standpoint. There were comments about promoters' share holding to increase, and that is holders, and of course, their intent and strategy will also be explained in that. In addition to that, there was a question about ESG and as to where is it listed. We have been assessed to be a level A ESG rated entity, far ahead of most others in the same space as we operate. You can find the necessary information on our website. We have been assessed by a third-party entity. It is not an internal assessment, and same reports are also available for publication. We will, after checking with the third-party provider, upload onto the platform itself so that you can see this. Mr. Kamal Kumar Gupta, there were a lot of questions on the financials. I would request my senior colleague Vivek to address those.
Thanks, Shrikant. So the questions are around premium of 134 crores against subscription of 2 lakhs to the RPS shareholders. That was as part of the the agreement which we had with the shareholders. If you refer to page 241 and 242 of the annual report, it gives you the details about the arrangement. The commercial arrangement was done much ahead of the IPO, much before the IPO, and that was duly approved by the then shareholders, the board of directors and the then shareholders. And it is only a culmination of that commitment that we will come to the board and to the shareholders to make that buyback. And that buyback, instead of redemption, is a technical matter based on a Supreme Court judgment, which says that redemption of redeemable preference shares is equivalent to buyback, which is in line with the RPS shareholder agreement that we have, that the company reserves the right to buy back the preference shares from the beneficiaries. So we will come to the board and the shareholders for formal approval for buyback. The other question was why there was no intimation about the settlement notice amount paid to SEBI, and where is it disclosed? It is disclosed under note 32, page 246, under claims. The amount was 9.16 billion. On the status of operations in Singapore and Thailand, in terms of our ability to expand, Thailand is the one where we are going to open an office, and we have formally applied to SEC Thailand. They have in principle agreed to grant us approval subject to the formalities from the local Indian regulators being met. So we are in the process of taking regulatory approvals from Indian regulators. Then we'll open offices in Thailand. Other question was about amortization of goodwill until 31st March 2021. It was under the scheme of amalgamation of 2018 that was approved by NCLT, and that is adequately disclosed in the auditor's opinion and notes to account in detail. The amortization was stopped effective 1st of April 2021 in view of the in compliance with the Ind AS regulations, because we are Ind AS compliant and amortization is no longer allowed. So effective 1st April 2021, the goodwill amortization has been stopped, and it is being tested for impairment every year by the statutory auditors. The other question was why Artivatic was purchased and sold at the same value. it was into, Artivatic was into insurance back office operations because it was a call taken by the board and management that we do not want to venture into insurance back office, and therefore we were able to dispose of the investment without any loss. Which you will appreciate that, any investment that you do as a minority investor, if you are able to divest at a loss, then it is not good. But if you are able to recover the original investment, then there is nothing that you have lost except that you gain experience in terms of dealing with merger and acquisition that we have been doing. The other question was that Q1 margins are lower than FY 22-23 margins. It's cyclical in nature. Q1 margins are usually lower as compared to the year-end margins that you will see historically in the investor presentations that we have uploaded on our website. Q1 is usually seasonal because of lack of corporate actions by our issuer solution clients, and the market picks up while you end up giving increments to employees in Q1. So you will see a temporary blip, which we cover up during the rest of the year as the assets under management go up and the corporate actions of issuer solutions go up and business start looking up. Another question was what benefits we are deriving from investment in One Money and Webile. What are the plans for future M&A? One Money is the first account aggregator in India, licensed by RBI. We hold 25.63% minority stake. It gives us ability to, use that formal platform to understand the user requirement basis which we will be able to devise technology solutions. The TSP layer on top of account aggregator is the one that we are focused on, not the revenue from account aggregator data exchange itself. And you will see in times to come how your company leverages the account aggregator knowledge and information to build state-of-the-art platforms as TSP layer on top of it. We will talk about it in future quarters as we are able to offer some state-of-the-art solutions in time to come. In terms of Webile, we hold UI UX development of a platform and the user experience for our clients as well as for the various platforms that you see that KFintech has been developing. It's a company that we have acquired because we ourselves did not have the UI UX expertise, and that is where we felt that it is best to acquire a company which bring that kind of expertise with the talent that they have, and that's the difference that we are going to make in future in terms of the user experience that you see. On future M&As, we continue to explore. Our philosophy to explore M&A is based on either geographical expansion or product expansion or client acquisition. You will see in times to come, we will fall in one of these categories as we talk about future M&As and we continue to explore opportunities in India and overseas. Shrikant did talk about Europe and US. We are looking at inorganic entry into Europe and US, and there are, we will continue to evaluate various targets in that direction. If we have left out any questions, we will come back to you, but I hope I have covered most of the ground. Thank you.
Thank you, Vivek. There were two more spoken. One is Surechan Jain and KFin. Jain sir, the feedback that you've given was consistent with two other shareholders, and as I have mentioned and promised, we will create a dedicated and desk for senior citizens with this servicing. We will ensure that much of your grievances have been resolved, not just for now, but for future as well. There were questions about what were the actions taken in terms of the funds that were raised during the IPO and for deployment. The fund raised from IPO was largely an offer for sale, which was basically our promoter diluting certain amount of stake. The company itself did not need any money for its growth, given the surplus we have. So to that extent, it was not meant for the company to be deployed. Second, I think there were the annual report, and the annual report was not received by Bharat, and we'll ensure that we will track that and issue the report, both the hard copy as well as the soft copy. Outside of this, there were, I think, one another item that was spoken by which was about the moderator's role. of certain times, features, etc. I want to confirm to you all that the moderator of any of the AGMs are usually managed by the company in question itself and not necessarily the registrar. So to that extent, I just wanted to take a note of that. Whilst it does happen that we will be asked to take moderator role in business. So with that, I hope I have answered. We have answered most of the questions proposed of us, and I would turn it over to
Thank you, Shrikant. Thank you all the shareholders who asked any questions. And it's important feedback for us. We'll take it quite seriously, and I'm sure our team has answered almost all the questions. Anything, if anything's left, we'll also come back to you via email. And if there are other shareholders who have questions, you may please contact us for email, send an email to us at the investor relations. We will ensure that seems appropriate. I would like to thank all the shareholders for attending this AGM today and would like to conclude the proceedings of the AGM. As mentioned earlier, the remote e-voting facility is still available to shareholders for the next 15 minutes. Members who have not yet voted can proceed to vote. I authorize the company secretary to accept the scrutinizer's report on behalf of the company. The e-voting results, along with the scrutinizer's report, shall be disseminated to the stock exchange and also be placed on the website of the company and NSTL within prescribed timelines. Thank you once again. Stay safe. Thank you very much.